let's talk about the product roadmap. For years, we've been told it's the ultimate source of truth, right? But what if that beautifully color-coded Jira roadmap is actually a fantasy document? What if you're confusing a list of features with a real strategy and it's costing your company millions? Okay, let's just start with a brutally honest truth. We've all done it. We plot out 12 months of features, we slap some strict deadlines on them, and we present it all like we have some kind of crystal ball. The problem is that whole approach, that traditional feature-based roadmap, is actively holding your product back. So here's the real issue. That document, with its neat little Gantt charts and super confident timelines, it isn't a strategy for winning. It's a project plan. And it creates this illusion of certainty in a world that is anything but certain. It actually forces you to optimize for the wrong thing, shipping code, not solving real customer problems. And this leads to a phenomenon known as the build trap. Melissa Perry coined the term, and it's perfect. It's what happens when your roadmap is just a feature list. Your team isn't in a build, measure, learn cycle. Nope. You're just stuck in this mindless loop of build, ship, build, ship. You're not really managing a product anymore. You're just managing a feature factory conveyor belt. Now, this isn't just about being a little inefficient. When you get stuck in that build trap, the whole situation can become actively toxic. The pressure to stick to the plan, no matter what new information you learn, creates what's often called the feature factory death march. And the brutal result of this whole approach? Get this. Somewhere between 50 and 95% of new product launches fail to meet their commercial expectations. It's because we assume our initial ideas are brilliant. We lock features into a roadmap without any real validation, build them perfectly to spec, and then just launch them into a void. And this is the poison that just spreads through the whole organization. When that roadmap is seen as an unchangeable commitment, you lose all strategic control. Suddenly, priorities are being dictated by whoever yells the loudest. Sales starts demanding a special feature for just one big customer. An executive has a pet project they want to push through. Pretty soon, your engineers are on a death march to hit these arbitrary deadlines. Technical debt just explodes, and you end up with a Frankenstein product. This stitched-together mess that really doesn't serve anyone well. Seriously, think about this for a second. If your team executes perfectly, they deliver on time, they're under budget, and you ship a feature that literally 0 customers use, did you actually succeed, or did you just become incredibly efficient at burning cash? So how do we fix this disaster? Well, the solution is a really fundamental shift in our thinking. We have to kill the feature-based roadmap and move from measuring outputs to focusing completely on outcomes. You know, C. Todd Lombardo put it perfectly. He said a roadmap is not a release plan. A release plan is tactical. It's all about the what and the when. But a true roadmap, that's strategic. It's your statement of intent. And most importantly, it communicates the outcomes you're trying to achieve for your customers and for your business. This comparison just makes the difference crystal clear. The old way is a timeline of features, always answering when will it be done. The new way is a statement of strategic intent, and it's obsessed with answering why are we even doing this. We stop measuring our success by code shipped, and we start measuring it by problems solved. So the key here is to replace features with what we call themes. A theme is just a customer or business problem you need to solve. So for example, instead of an output like redesign the admin dashboard, your theme becomes an outcome, like reduce time to insight for our portfolio managers. See the difference? This small change empowers your team to discover the best possible solution, instead of just blindly executing an order. Okay, so that's the theory, but how do you actually put this into practice? Well, here is your exact tactical playbook for building an outcome-based roadmap starting today. There are 3 really key steps. First, adopt the now, next, later framework. Just ditch the rigid calendar and organize your themes into these simple priority buckets. This gives you clarity without locking you into those fantasy deadlines. Second, and this is crucial, you have to tie every single theme to a key performance indicator. No theme gets on the roadmap unless you know exactly how to measure its success. And third, practice shuttle diplomacy. Think of it like pre-gaming your big alignment meeting. Instead of one big combative session, you meet with stakeholders one-on-one first to build consensus before you present the final roadmap. So let's bring this all home. If you only take one thing away from this whole explainer, let it be this final challenge. A simple test for every single item you plan to build from now on. All right, here's your reality check. I want you to look at the very next item on your current product roadmap right now. If you cannot clearly state the exact measurable business or customer outcome that item is supposed to achieve, just delete it. It's that simple. Because once you shift from outputs to outcomes, you stop fighting over launch dates and you start competing on real, actual market impact.